Hello, welcome everyone. We are so excited
Welcome.
to have Fernando Lopes here with us today. And Cliff, please take it away.
Well, our special guest today is Fernando Lopes, and he's going to take us through the process of showing us how easy it is to move past those things that hold you back. And in this live session, he will lead you through an exercise to align your business and real estate career with your life's purpose. So each action in your business energizes and fulfills you. And with that, I'm going to turn that over to Fernando.
Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Peggy. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Super.
Give me a wave if you're doing great. And if you're not doing so great, give me 2 waves and smile. Awesome. My name is Fernando Lopes, and I'm so excited to be here with you today, to be sharing this space, this virtual space. Thanks, Peggy, for providing this. And to talk about something that some people, they talk about right before they die. Seriously, I have a note here in front of me that has the top 5 regrets of the dying. And this comes from people that work at hospices. So if you're interested in having no regrets in life, you want to pay attention to today's session. And I call it session because maybe session is not so fun. Maybe let's call it, it's going to be a conversation. Is that better? Okay. So let's have a conversation about what your life purpose is and how to have your business be aligned to your life's purpose so that every day you're fulfilling your life's purpose. Does that sound good? Does that feel good? Yes? Awesome. Cool. So if you want to play along and have fun, I invite you to either open a Google Doc or get some paper and pen and pencil. Because all right, Cliff is ready, Shanika is ready, Becky's ready, Peggy's ready, and Nika is ready. Cool, awesome. And for everyone else, I trust that you are getting ready. Welcome to the folks that are coming in. This is the perfect time. The time is now to let's talk about your purpose. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this fun, even though we're going to talk about this big topic of what am I supposed to do with my life? Most of you probably have already figured it out. And if you haven't, today might be the day that you figure it out. Okay, and it's going to be a very fun and simple exercise. So what is your life's purpose? Start connecting to that question as we dive into the exercise. And the exercise is going to be very simple. I'd like for you to imagine. I'd like for you to float out into your future. Imagine that is people are celebrating your life. They're celebrating your life and someone is reading your eulogy. And people are happy. People are so happy to be celebrating your life. And imagine that either your best friend or someone you love, and it's okay if you get emotional. I get emotional just talking about it. That, they're reading your eulogy and people are just smiling and crying out of happiness because of who you were as a person, as a friend, as a mother, father, son. And so start imagining what's being said in that eulogy and start jotting it down. Start writing it down. What's being said in that eulogy? What's in that eulogy? And it's okay if you're the one writing it, even though someone else is going to be the one reading it. This is going to help us to get you in touch, get you aligned with what's important to you. So imagine you have lived the best life you could have ever lived. If anything was possible, what's in the eulogy? What is your best friend or your relative or your significant other reading? So go ahead, take a few moments and start writing. And I'm going to do the same because I want to play too, even though I've done this many times. It's just fun writing one's eulogy. And if anyone have any questions, please speak up, type it in the chat. What is in the eulogy? What are some of the accomplishments? What were some of your contributions to community? What were people grateful for? How did you make them feel? And what's that one big goal that you got to accomplish that some people thought that it was just crazy, it was just too big of a goal? What is that one big goal that you actually got to accomplish? How do people remember you? Was it your humor? Was it your service? Your friendship?
Oh, Nick.
As you are connecting to this exercise, continue writing things come up during this conversation. Does anyone want to share anything that has come up that it was not expected?
Me.
Okay.
I just wrote your questions down. I need more time to reflect on it, but none of the things in my initial thoughts have to do anything with what I've done in my life career-wise or any goals I have forward to do with a work or industry. I don't want to be remembered for that, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the questions alone, even without answers, are having you be present to something that is. So either you get your life's purpose today, if you haven't realized what it is, or this is going to be the day that you start getting closer and closer to it. And
Yes.
there's a quote that's.
Mm-hmm. I'm imagining what I'm building is something that will not be completed during my lifetime.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes. And the goal here is to, once we get aligned with the purpose, is how to then align the real estate business to the purpose.
We'll
So the
see.
purpose is always first.
We'll
What's
see.
that?
We'll see. Because I'm not thinking anything business related at all.
Yeah.
Like even I've done a lot of businesses. I don't want people to say, oh, I had fun with her at the such and such kind of company doing such and such kind of thing. So I'm curious to see how you connect all of this and what happens.
I feel the same, Fernando. Whenever I wrote mine down, I didn't really write down what I'm currently doing in real estate. I wrote down what I want to do as a result of what I'm doing in real estate, which is spending more time with my family, spending more time with loved ones, being remembered for the person that always left them feeling good whenever they're around me. The guy that loves the one-liners, the puns, things like that. But you've got me very intrigued now. How do I connect this with what I'm doing?
Right. Yes. So we're going to get to that. We will do that. We're going to connect as you get. So you're very clear, Cliff, there in what's important to you. Very clear, right? And for you too, Shanika. And Nick, if you could mute yourself, Nick, that would be awesome. Awesome. Thanks.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So let's then tie in. Let's connect. We talked about what's important to us, how we want to be remembered, what things we want to accomplish in our lifetimes, or like Shanika, things we want to start that won't even be accomplished in our lifetime because it's such a huge goal. And that's good. That's great. The way we do that, the way we connect is by creating reasons or roles of what needs to happen for instance, Cliff, to spend time with the family, to have the person that says the one-liners. So you're going to create reasons to have the real estate be one of the things that allow you to spend time with your family. So it's pretty simple. It's very, very simple. We spend the opportunity here is to spend more time in you defining and getting clear on what the purpose is, on your life's purpose. Because then when you go, oh yeah, to accomplish freedom of time, all I need to do is maybe one deal a month in real estate, or add one rental, or send Peggy this much money so that she can make me money in return. It will be very short periods of time spent on the legs that you're building for the table, and the table is the purpose. So you will, and the goal of doing that is, or the point of doing that, or the way to do that is to spend time and time again on what the purpose is. And there are two creations. There's the first creation and the second creation. First creation, it's mental rehearsal. So this could be through prayer, could be through meditation or visualization, where more and more you get to see yourself living your life's purpose. And I suggest you do daily. I suggest you do daily, because then you are primed, you are practiced. When you open your eyes, you go, okay, I already did it once in my head. Now I just have to do it again as I move through my day, as I drive, as I make calls, I text messages. Is this making sense? Awesome. So as we move towards here's one question that's super important. What will happen, or how will you know you're living your life's purpose? So this is another question for all of you. How will you know when you live in your life's purpose? What will happen? And then you do the exercise again, you do the rehearsal again, the mental rehearsal. And this can be, today, right now, can be somewhat of a workshop session where we can work on this together, or you can just take my questions and go, okay, I got the questions, I'll do this later. What most people want to do here? What's for the highest good of everyone here? Do you guys want to play? Do you want to do this now? So by the end of this call, you're like, this is it? Yeah? Okay,
Let's
good.
go all in.
Okay, so we're going to have some moments of silence then. We're going to have some moments of silence, and go ahead and start writing the answers to your questions.
I'm living my life's purpose. And I know that because I'm having fun and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And it took a long time to get here to where I am, to really, really love what I'm doing. And as much as I say I am putting a lot of hours in, I'm doing that because I do love what I'm doing. I love our team. We have the best team. I am telling you, they are fantastic. And I am here to see that they are highly successful. And then I'm mentoring people in between. You wonder why my day's so long? Because our purpose is to have another 1% of adults become financially free. You got to put time in to make that happen. And it's fun. It's just fabulous and great. And yes, there's so many times that I went through, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why am I doing that? It's not getting me where I want to be. And now I just feel under non-stressful times, I just feel really relaxed and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yes. Thank you, Peggy, for your sharing. So Peggy, you just opened up this new section. Okay. So this new section is, we're going to work on writing our purpose statement. Just like how Peggy, can you say your purpose again? My purpose is
my purpose is to mentor, teach, or whatever it takes, another 1% of people to understand money and move forward into their legacy.
Good. Awesome. So let's take that as an example and write our own. So go ahead and start writing your own. My purpose is And like Peggy said, it probably took her some time to get to that. So it's okay if you have to write your purpose. My purpose is 100 times, 1,000 times. You're just going to get better and better at finding what words are the magic words for you, the ones that are the right words. So go ahead and start writing, typing. My purpose is.
Fernando, we had a couple people come in late. Marcy and Jamila's here. And if you just tell them real quick what we're doing.
Sure. Yes. Marcy and Jamil, welcome. We are finding what our life's purpose is. If any of us still haven't found it, and if we have it, then we're going to align our businesses, our real estate, to our life's purpose, so that when we are doing real estate, when we are doing business, we are fulfilling our life's purpose.
Get it.
And one way to do that is to create the purpose exercise. It's the eulogy writing, where you write your eulogy, what you envision, what you imagine someone reading your eulogy. Like, what will they say about you after you have lived an amazing life? So that's one. What's that?
Yeah, I understand, Fernando. Yeah.
Yeah. So after you do the eulogy writing, the next exercise is to write your purpose statement, which starts with my purpose is.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing right now.
Thank you.
Welcome. These two simple exercises can have you begin a new level of energy from day to day. Just like the amount of energy that the people you look up to, the people you respect have, you can have it too. My purpose is, or my life's purpose is to
This is having me rethink my priorities.
Yeah, priorities for sure. Yeah. What else? What else is there? Rethinking priorities. Once one is aligned, there's flow, there's energy. There's flow, there's energy. So
That's right.
the goal of this exercise is for flow and energy.
Yeah, you have to have fun. Part of life, I mean, we love to have fun every day. Being happy is a choice. So if we choose happy every day, that helps us in any of the world that we are in, whether it be personal or business.
Yes. And I'll share something with you, okay, that may relieve some pressure if there's any pressure. Maybe there's not. My life's purpose used to be to love and be loved. And guess what? 2022, it's a new purpose. My purpose now is to inspire people to live their purpose. So it's okay if you change your purpose. The goal is for you to be living whatever you say your purpose is, because you say that is your purpose, meaning it's your choice, it's your decision.
So does understanding your purpose help you develop your why, or does understanding your why help you develop your purpose?
Yes. Start with one.
I love that answer.
You're correct, Mr. Sir.
They intertwine. I don't know how you could separate them.
Yeah, it's one of those one-liners. Who wants to share their purpose?
I already did.
You already did. We got Peggy. What's your purpose? Give me something imperfect, because there's something beautiful about doing things imperfectly. It means that you're trying. It means that you're playing along. You are playing the game of life. So who wants to share?
Well, Becky has her hand patiently raised.
Becky.
I'll share. Basically, because I'm dealing with a couple of health issues, my purpose is to live the rest of my life healthy and ill-free and getting my health issues over and done with.
Great.
All right. Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. Now let's stay with that for a little bit. Let's align. How can your business, your real estate business, align with your purpose? What role will your business and your real estate?
Well, it's not real estate, but that's okay. It's another business, but it's partially connected to real estate.
Okay, so your business, right? So your business, right? Okay, so your business, not real estate. So how will your business help you fulfill and live your life's purpose?
How will my business?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm the only one I know of who has all of my skills and temperament and you know, I'm recognizing the difference, because when I don't have a lot of energy or I get tired very quickly, I recognize the difference between how I am now and how I was before, a little bit lazy. So I can work on aligning when I get back to energy. I can work on aligning that energy with verve, with more enthusiasm, and just, you know, do what I have to do. And if I can farm out what I don't like doing, I will be happy to do that as well.
Awesome. Can you please read your purpose again?
Live the rest of my life healthy and ill-free and getting my health issues over and done with.
Healthy and will-free. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you feeling reading that?
I don't know. Mixed, because I'm not used to it.
Okay. May I suggest something?
Surely.
Okay, may I suggest that in your purpose statement, you use words that you want? Meaning, if you have words, only words there that is the focus, instead of having a contrast word, such as ill-free. So if you are ill-free, what are you?
Healthy. I'm healthy.
Right. So that's a suggestion.
Okay.
That's a suggesting linguistics for you to use words.
Healthy is one thing, but I want to be over and done with this, with my health issue. That's why I've never used that term before. I've never said, written, or even thought ill-free, but that's what what came out today.
Okay, good. I love it. Thank you, Marcy. Who else wants to share their purpose statement?
Becky had her hand up just a minute ago. Becky?
Okay, so mine is to impact positive health and wealth of thousands of people each year and create abundance with those I work with physically and emotionally.
How do you feel reading that or speaking?
I feel powerful.
Huh. Powerful, huh? Did you know this purpose before today?
Pieces of it. I think I'm just starting to really join it together in terms of also what I'm doing, career wise and stuff. So it's all starting to come together.
Can you read it one more time, please?
Yeah. To impact positive health and wealth of thousands of people each year and create abundance with those I work with physically and emotionally.
Wow. Thank you. Wonderful.
I like
And
that.
how, right? Can I borrow some of that?
I was just thinking that.
Becky, and what role can your business play so that in your life, so that it helps you, so your business is helping you live your life's purpose?
Yeah. So I think, so first of all, the health piece, because I'm really into making, providing opportunities, either through supplements or psychologically, giving people the tools and resources they need to be healthy. And then the other side with, I'm supporting people in finding the right side hustle for them that they can turn into a passion at some point, which is really the wealth piece of it. But I really want those to go together. I want it's abundance in work, but it's abundance in health. It's abundance in life. It's all of it, really fits together.
I love it. Becky, abundance. That's what how I'm connecting now, the word abundance to you, because the way that's your purpose. And now here's something that we haven't mentioned before is, can you align yourself with people that can project back to you what your life's purpose is? Can you align yourself with people that project back, meaning they see you as having accomplished or living that purpose, so that if one day you're not living your purpose, they'll be like, hey, Becky, what's up? I feel like, is everything okay? Because usually you're living this abundance mentality. So this is a challenge for a fun challenge that I like to post to all of us, to start thinking, who are the people in my life that I can call and share this purpose statement with, and ask them to be, hey, hold me accountable for the times that I may not be living this, and ask them to do that.
Yeah, I like that. For me, what I've created new groups of people to help me do that, but I've also gone back to people in my past who I may not have been in contact with, but who know me really well. And I have started to, show them what I'm up to, and how can we connect and support one another in that way.
Yeah, totally. Now, just based on what Beck is sharing here, who is curious or would like to say, have the conversation, the potential of doing business with Becky? Let me see a show of hands. Just based on that. So remember that you getting more rapport connected with your purpose will give you life energy, will give you power, will give you confidence. The confidence can be soft, or the confidence can be loud. But with that confidence, you will attract more people to whatever you're doing. Awesome.
That's powerful.
Right?
That gave me chills up my back.
Nick has his hand up.
Nick, go ahead, please.
Oh, first of all, my apologies for not being muted initially. I didn't realize that I was unmuted. But anyway, I think this is a fantastic topic to discuss, just in life and in business in particular, because it's so often that we're living two separate realities. We go to work and we're kind of chasing, success, chasing whatever it is we're chasing, but in our personal life, we claim to be about something else, and bringing that together, I think, is a crucial thing. So I appreciate this conversation. I just wanted to share what I came up with just briefly, because I think this whole thing is really, like I said, it's a crucial thing to be thinking about in all areas. So what I came up with was My purpose is to enjoy continuous growth and manifesting with joy the limitless gifts that have been given to me, right? And the reason why I wrote it that way, I just kind of came up with it, on the fly, is that, in my mind, real estate is one of the things I do. But the reason why I do this, amongst other things, is that I enjoy the act of creating from a standpoint. Well, actually, when it comes to real estate, I so often find that people's attitude comes from a standpoint of lack and competition, right? As if there's not enough deals, there's not enough wealth, there's not enough whatever to go around. And when I said manifesting the joy, the limitless gifts that have been given, I really try and come at my life and try and offer to my clients and people who I'm doing business with the idea that there's no competition between you and those things that are yours to be had. And I really want to live in such a way, operate as a business person and in life as a person who understands that the universe has provided more than we could ever ask or think about what's available to us individually. And as we get off of that standpoint that we have to compete against others for those things that we want, then we're living in a way that is more expansive and more open to receiving, really, with ease, with joy, with grace, the abundance that is available. And it's really difficult to do because most people around us are living in a competitive paradigm. And so for us to be in a receptive paradigm, in a giving, loving, open paradigm is really the practice. So that's kind of where I was coming from with it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Wow. That was really deep, Nick. And I took some notes in on what you were saying. And you mentioned competition a few times. And you also, can you please read your purpose statement again? So beautiful. I got the continuous growth, gifts given. Please read it again.
Yeah, let me read it. But I'll read it again. It says, my purpose is to enjoy continuous growth and manifesting with joy the limitless gifts that have been given to me.
Got it. Manifest joy. Awesome. Now, may I give you some may I give you some feedback on what came after? Because your purpose is. So how do you feel when you read your purpose, by the way?
I feel like it's a work in progress. I feel like I'm really trying to crystallize, with real personal clarity, like that mission statement, that purpose statement that really is behind everything. But ultimately, I feel empowered. I feel set free. I feel like I want to be free in my interior thinking about what I'm confronting, whether I'm winning at a particular moment, quote unquote, or things aren't going the way that I would want them to be going, that ultimately I recognize that I see above the trees and I'm not caught in the forest of what's happening circumstantially moment by moment.
May I suggest you include two words that you just said, two of the words you just said, empowered and free. May I suggest you include those two in your purpose statement?
Sure.
Yeah, and it's art. It may be a little bit of science in creating this. You may wake up in the middle of the night or wake up in the morning and go, oh, I know what I want to add to my purpose statement. And it can be something that you work on a little bit each day, or you may find that, okay, I'm set, I'm good. This is the sentence. And what ways do you see did you want to say something? Oh, what ways, Nick, do you see?
Just saying thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. What ways do you see your business helping you live your purpose?
Well, my understanding from the place I come from is that as much as we want to do for other people, as much as we want to live our lives that have a positive impact, the first place we have to start is with our own self, our own inclination toward how we approach life, And as that starts to yield fruit, we have more space, we have more resources to have that impact on other people. Even other people witness how we're living our lives, and that makes an entree for us to be able to share or to be able to interact or do business with. And so in my business, I really try to, whether I'm looking for investments for myself or doing investments for other people or helping sellers sell, buyers buy, I'm really trying to offer that perspective when we're negotiating, when we're pricing, when we're, whatever it is we're doing, to recognize that, there's more than enough for you to win and for the person on the other side to win. And when we both win, we walk away from the table feeling, that sense that we really. So that's the perspective I try to come from.
Wonderful. And so when you mentioned the competition, it's difficult to ... and now you saying win-win, or we both win. So I think this is the first time I heard you say that, like we both win. And I was going to ask you earlier, what's the opposite of the thing you don't want? You don't want competition, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you want? What's that thing called? That's the opposite of competition.
Right.
And then consider when you have that word, consider using that in your purpose statement as well. Make sense? Cool. Awesome. Great work.
So that would be, for me, it'd be ease or flow, right? You brought that word up before. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And a word you didn't say, but it kept ringing in my ear here when you said competition. The opposite for me is collaboration. It's you didn't say it, so but it's something that kept ringing in my ear because that's something that I don't know why, but great. I love your purpose statement. Great work.
Yeah, we say there's plenty of everything for everyone. Plenty
of everything for everyone. Awesome. Yes. Who else wants to share the purpose statement? Sonika, Shanika.
Yes.
Did I say that? Did I pronounce correctly?
Shanika, yes.
Shanika, yes.
So somehow you got me back to real estate. It did come full circle.
Blame it on Fernando. It's okay.
Yeah, something started stirring with Becky because it's right brain. People connect something to connect something to connect something else. So it was like when I heard Becky talking and you were giving her feedback about, first when she was just speaking about abundance and rapport, it took me back to a memory that I think just appeared when Nick started speaking about creating things and manifesting joy. So a long time ago, before I was an entrepreneur a long time, but struggling and didn't see the how or the money. You have a thought sometimes that's so big, you just put it in the back, say, because I don't know how I will do it. And maybe you put it out of your mind, but it's still in there. So I think like Becky, when she was talking, she triggered it. And then when Nick continued on his path, it kind of pulled it out. So I was in DC. We had a lot of floods and hurricanes. So I relocated to South America where I experienced earthquakes. So then I relocated to Colorado to be safe, where now we have wildfires. So something that's always been sort of in the back of my mind has been like temporary housing for people affected by the natural disasters, because I have actually 4 friends who have lost houses in Colorado in the past 6 months to wildfires. And I couldn't believe what they have to go through to find temporary housing. And they're telling me it's 3 to 5 years before their housing can be rebuilt. But another thing that triggered was I also think about what happens to people far away. And for me, like people who live on islands and island nations. Something that's very important for me is like preservation, because they always say that history belongs to those who write it. But I think about people in islands who have oral traditions, who have plants and things that cannot be recreated again. And when people tend to think of islands, they think more of vacation, but not just so many things that were born from there. But because there's not industry, those things for indigenous people, like, it's just to them. But when they pass, what happens to all that information and culture and origin of the plant life? So what I've been thinking about is how do we get anthropologists and sociologists there to document what is native to those islands? And then how does housing come for those people who are displaced from their islands because of sea level rise, like Maldives, for example, or Solomon Islands? And that is my raw version. I have no idea how to get that into like a nice little clean one sentence purpose statement.
I think if you watch the replay
Mm-hmm.
of this video, you can pause, get your words if you haven't written them. And then I think I was trying to type as fast as I could, hear your words. Start with the statement, my purpose is,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'll be a few sentences there because you're covering temporary housing, natural disasters, preservation of plants, origin of plants, anthropology,
Languages, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to hear your purpose statement.
I'll talk to Peggy about it. Peggy.
Yeah.
Can work it out.
Okay. I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
If you were to just, to feel it in your heart and answer the question, what's your purpose? And you would say, my purpose is to, what would you say?
For me, I don't know.
Okay.
Preservation is what comes first, because
Yeah.
I know there's so many things about myself I would love to know and can't because no one documented it.
Mm.
But I think I have a way to do that with technology, et cetera. But what about people overseas? That history, I think, is important to us here in mainland US as well. I don't know how, but that's what comes first.
Preservation. Got it. Okay. Preservation. And when you think of presentation, how do you feel? What emotions are present?
When I think of preservation, history, because I love storytelling.
Okay, good. So you use the word love there for the first time. So love.
Yeah, I love
right?
hearing stories and storytelling. And when I think about like a biblical story, and David having to build a temple, and God says, no, your hands are too bloody. Like, it doesn't matter if your son lacks experience, he's the one who needs to do the work. And I think sometimes like that of my grandparents or my parents, maybe they don't feel like they did enough, but they did pass some important things to me, and I'm trying to pass it to other people, whether it's my children or others. So preservation, I would say, ranks the most important to me, and that people know that their life is worth something, even if they don't always see it that way. So
What emotions are present right now for you?
Overwhelm, which is something I don't usually feel.
Okay.
I usually feel able to manage things, but
right. Okay, good. I think it's good work that you're doing here today. And I remember one time when I started doing this work, one of my clients, when I asked, what's your life's purpose? He goes, what? Bro, that's a really tough question. So it's okay.
Yeah, I know it's connected because my mom, when she passed away, she told my brother and I to create a business together. We didn't know which one. It was literally 20 minutes before she passed. And I always feel something unsettled there, like our work is ordained, but I have bittersweet moments, you know, when we're doing things that I wish she could have seen here on earth. So I just want to make other people not lose that opportunity. I just want to make the connection there for them. I don't know how to do that, but
Connection.
like, yeah.
I'm moved by hearing you. Okay.
Mhm.
Just by you telling your story, your passion, you don't need to know how. Just keep telling this story, this passion that you have, this purpose. And people will connect, the right people will connect to the emotion. So I was asking you a couple of times where emotions are present, because it's going to be the emotion that you connect to the words, because words are just representations. So it's important to have positive emotions connected to the purpose.
Mm-hmm. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Awesome. Good.
yes, you're helping me
Yes. So,
wrangle it in.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. You went, you first you moved, you had earthquakes and then wildfires, and then reminding you that, people are losing their memories, their history books, their photographs, their plants.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And, so it's good to have the eulogy. So if you haven't done the eulogy exercise, do it, because by writing the eulogy, you'll be looking from the end of life towards now. And the end of life, it's paradise. Like you lived an amazing life.
Mm-hmm.
So doing this exercise from the eulogy standpoint, looking towards now, then you can reverse engineer. So start with the end in mind. Start with that amazing eulogy where people are celebrating your life, and then work backwards.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
We're on our last 3 minutes. Does anybody else have what to share? Raise your hand, or because I can't see.
Anyone else? 3 more minutes.
This is usually when they all come up with questions.
Yeah. I think some of you.
I wrote
Yeah, go ahead.
for Shanika. Do you want to hear this?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Assure housing and preserve agriculture connections at all times for all. You can reword that in some way. I just wanted to keep those positive words going.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be you that does it. That's the nice thing. You can create that and release it into the universe for it to happen. And I don't really think that people are creating something like that in the universe and let it go into the universe so it happens. So that'll be fun. I'll be a stand for that.
Okay. Thank you.
And here's Becky again.
Yeah, Fernando, I have a question. That's your name, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So when we were talking about creating reasons and roles, you had mentioned that I think there were 2 pieces under that. One was mental rehearsal. Did you say what the second one was?
Right. Prayer, meditation, mental rehearsal.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Welcome. You're very welcome. Any other questions? Last shares? Going once, going twice? Comments? Anything surprisingly came up for anyone besides what we already heard?
I just want to say I'm really impressed with how you came in and you created an environment of trust where people could feel comfortable in being open and vulnerable. And I actually got a lot out of this. I thought it was very good. And it took me in a different direction than what I was thinking. And it helped me solidify. And we were just at an event this past weekend, and I told Nika, I said, I'm really looking to develop time. She says, I don't believe you, Cliff. I think it's all about the money. I think that you're really looking to develop money. I'm like, it's not about the money. It's about the time, because money really doesn't do anything for you. It's just a tool, and it gives you choices. And ultimately what I'm wanting is time, and money is the tool that will help me get there. And the reason I want that time is to be able to spend time with my loved ones and build new relationships and have meaningful impacts on other people's lives. So it really helped solidify what I was sharing with Nika over the weekend. So thank you for that.
Very welcome. Very welcome. Thanks for sharing. Peggy, before you end, can I drop a link to, if people want to learn more, they can get into my newsletter and then schedule a call with me? Awesome. So I'll drop a link here. Just started a new newsletter. If you go to bluesealion.com, and put in your name and email, you're going to be in my list to receive topics like this: how to be more aligned with your purpose. And once you put your name and email, if you want to schedule a call with me, a 30-minute call to work on your purpose statement or something that's connected to it, you are welcome to do so. Only for the people that are here live. So if you're watching the replay, sorry, it's only for the people that are here live.
Thank you, Fernando. That's a very generous offer. Really, really, really appreciate it.
Better take a screenshot of all the names.
We know who's there. Fernando knows, he comes on every week, so he knows.
Right. No, I know. It's just joking with me.
No, it's terrific, actually. And we thank you. And so all those people that are watching the replay, well, come on the show. Look at all the offers you can get. Who knows? And have your life be better. So thank you very, very, very much, Fernando. We love having you here. And we know you'll come up with another subject in the near future. Everybody loves your show, I have to say, even though you're not speaking exactly about real estate and how to move forward in real estate. It's still a great show. So thank you very much for coming.
You're very welcome. My pleasure to serve.